Something to be proud of, huh? And then the whole time somebody's seeing their snakish ways, and they feel like it's their duty now to stop them. But guess what? They don't have any more power, because I'm talking about karma-wise. They don't even have any more good karma, because they have done it so long to so many people that they don't even know that that person can't actually do that to them, because that's just how the universe works. The universe don't give you a karma through the same person you hurt. Sometimes karma comes through other people. They didn't know that. Yeah. Whoever this is or whatever this is, they're binding to whatever that is. Whatever that is. Okay? They're binding to it. Yeah, miracles are here for you. Alright? Yeah. Somebody's just not nurturing. Alright? Yeah. Yeah, they lack compassion. Yeah. Because they can't prove that somebody's an energy vampire. They can't prove it. They've been proving it. They've been trying to prove it for so long. So they've been trying to find ways to silence someone, but that shit ain't gonna work. Whatever tactic that they're doing it's never going to work. Because let me tell you something. It even said this in I don't know if it's 48 laws of power or in the universal laws. Say what you mean and mean what you say. This is the type of person who says something but they don't really mean it. So 9 times out of 10, they're emotionally immature and they don't stand on whatever that is that they're doing. So they expect you to be like that. And when they see that you're not like that, because you'll be an energy vampire if you don't stand on something. Because if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything, right? That's what will make you an energy vampire. Because you decided like, oh, well, never mind. I didn't mean to say that. No. Once you say something, you stand on it. No matter what it is. That's why you got people out there that say, be careful what you say to me. Okay? And maybe somebody feel like, oh, well, you don't have the power to do something. But let me tell you something. The mind is a powerful place, and knowledge is power too. So if you lack knowledge, how can you say that? That only means that you don't have the power to do something because you didn't know that. Right? That's what people not getting. They let their titles tell them how to do something instead of actually applying themselves to become that. What comes with titles? Consistently educating yourself. Being sure of what you're talking about. Being sure of who you are. Know thyself. You know what you would do and you know what you would not do. Somebody feels like if they take away your supporters or take away the people who love you, they can snatch that away from you. That makes them powerful. No, it makes them weak. Because they're applying themselves in the wrong place. If they put that same energy that they put into you, into themselves, they'll actually be somewhere. They'll be respected without even saying a word. But your presence, you ain't got to say shit. But for some reason, they feel picked on just because you showed up. You didn't even have to say hi. You didn't have to say bye. You didn't have to say boo. You didn't have to do anything. It was your presence that did it. That's what did it. And they want to silence you. But you was never speaking in the first place. You see how that worked? You stepped in, ain't said a word. Because this scarcity in reverse. You ain't said a word. But they want you to shut up before you speak. Yeah, whatever that is, the alchemy ain't gonna work, okay? Whatever that they try to do, that's not gonna work, okay? They just gonna look like a backstabber. Yeah, who intuition is blocked. Yeah, you're gonna be able to create, all right? But some form of cosmetic power. So if you had like a situation surrounding, let's just say you had a spiritual husband or a spiritual wife or somebody that looked at you in a certain way, okay, that's coming to an end, okay? Go ahead and manifest, all right? All right, and that could be talking about myself. I could be talking about myself, all right? Somebody just don't want to deal with that, okay? They just want to get their money. All right. Somebody keep masking themselves around a situation, and somebody trying to get themselves back aligned and ask us to step in this situation simply because somebody just ain't finna deal with that shit. Okay. The secret is somebody wants somebody to come off as a liar, like what somebody does is not true or something like that. That's the secret, to shame them. Yeah. Somebody wants somebody to be better so damn bad. Somebody ain't on that. Okay. Yeah, somebody is extremely grounded. But their goal was to make somebody feel humiliated and prevent them from having love or something like that. Or that's what they wanted, okay? But they wasn't going to get nowhere with that. They wasn't, okay? It's one of those... It's one of those, if somebody, let's just say somebody, because you got this shit going on. I think I talked about this in another reading where somebody was like, we don't really, they talk a good game surrounding something, made you feel like, oh, we supposed to be together or something like that, okay? I had my moments, right? Maybe dealing with a Capricorn. There's a Capricorn energy. Somewhere in energy. Made somebody feel like, oh, it's going to be something or blah, 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 blah. You later on, and there's a lot of women up there in age experiences. They find out that the person that they thought that they were dealing with told everybody else, no, I don't even know that person, or me and them, we just talking, we don't go together, we not official, or something like that, okay? I prepare myself mentally for that, y'all. I do. I prepare myself for shit like that. Soon as they hit me with that one thing, that 1-2, because I went through that shit before. Soon as they hit me with that, you know what I do? Oh, okay. Bet. Bet. All right. I ain't even finna argue with you. You gonna be stuck wondering what happened. That's what's gonna happen. And you ain't gonna, and I don't be feeling no way about it. I got a tattoo on my leg that said, love is a gamble. Meaning, okay, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Okay? You taking a chance at something. It don't necessarily mean that it's solid. That don't mean you're gonna win every time. Okay? Sometimes it's a jackpot, meaning abundance and love. Okay? Or sometimes you could be a power couple with that person where y'all both can make money. Some people be thinking jackpot as in you got to be a gold digger or something like that. How about this? Okay? You be with them. And I go over there. Okay? Just don't block my money, bitch. That's how you got to be. Just don't block my money, bitch, and we straight. Okay? You can go fuck with them. All right? Just don't fuck with nothing I got going on. All right? And everybody going to be happy. The minute you get to fucking with what I got going on, okay, that's where you fucking up at. I don't give a fuck if he drop a rack in front of me to you, as long as you don't stop what the fuck I got going on, okay? And as long as he don't come my way either, because soon as I go over there with it, okay, all right, I'm not gonna argue about it. And you know what? The first thing people do, especially if you got kids, the first thing they're gonna do is, oh, you must be talking about your baby daddy, or you must be talking about such and such that you had dealings with. No. That ain't always the situation. It's the energy. Right? Like in my situation, like my child was about 15 hours away from me. Ain't no fucking way. And then my car's still in the shop. Ain't no fucking way that somebody could possibly think that hard. Okay? Somebody just can't believe that somebody's just that noble. I think that's another thing I got. Somebody just can't not believe that. Right? But it's not to say that somebody doesn't bring them balance surrounding themselves. Right? Somebody don't understand how it works. They always think it's a motive surrounding what you do, instead of just embracing life, because you only got one life to live. Tomorrow is not promised. What happened to that? People forgot, or they felt entitled to tomorrow. I think that's what's going on. When you start feeling entitled to tomorrow, okay, you're not trusting God. You're not trusting God in that. You don't feel entitled. You're not even supposed to think about tomorrow. You're supposed to live every day like it's your last. Okay, so you may be an emperor yourself, okay? You may be a boss, feminine, masculine energy, okay? You're feeling very optimistic about something, okay? Because something has been adjusted, okay? Surrounding emotions, how to deal with emotions, understanding emotional maturity, what's considered to be maturely aggressive versus what's emotionally off balance surrounding aggression, all right? When it comes down to your gifts. And I'm really getting this thing where you could have been dealing with a powerful masculine Aquarian energy, okay? They might have saw somebody as an Empress in reverse at one point in time. They really did, all right? Um, Dominating, just they did not see somebody in a positive light, okay? And it had a lot to do with how free spirit somebody is. They didn't believe that. They just really thought that somebody just bring cruelty to people, okay? In our reality, somebody's just strong, all right? Somebody just don't want to see someone. It's almost like they saw certain types of women, like possibly the type of women that kind of like just abuse men like them or something like that, and like sex symbols or something like that. But they're realizing, or you're realizing, all right, that it's your strength that gets you through, okay? Because your mind and your beauty has been held against you for so long that you just like this comes second nature to you, all right? And possibly this very thing is why relationships never really work for you, because of your attractiveness. They never wanted your mind. They wanted your body, but then when it was time to talk about some real shit, they couldn't handle it. And then when you decide to say, okay, well, I'm gonna go my way, you go your way. They want to stop you from being a celebrity and bring cruelties consistently to you. Okay, every time you want to be lighthearted and free spirited. So when you demand your power back surrounding your gifts, okay, they wanted to manipulate that. When you really a positive person, why? Because you a boss. You do what you got to do. All right. And it might have been a father figure. It could be a father figure or a powerful masculine or something like that. Could not see that at first. Okay. They could not see that. Maybe they used to seeing submissive type of women. All right. They used to seeing these type of women. They kind of bow down. All right. And they stay optimistic. And maybe that's possibly the reason why they keep running into the same kind of women. Because think about it. If a woman is too submissive, they don't know how to balance their masculine energy. Their masculine energy is supposed to be applied to their work. That's how they're supposed to do it. Simply because you need that. You have to be stern and stand strong in whatever that you do, or nobody will take you serious. But also know how to bring a balance so far as submission. All right. So that's why it's important to get to know a person, so you'll know who balance you out surrounding whatever it is you do. You know how to be a freak in the sheets, a lady in the streets, but you also know how to be a boss when it's time to get to work. Okay. And when somebody is subjected to only seeing, like, we'll say entourage or groupies, or you know certain type of women, all right, they have a hard time, or women who just manipulate a situation for something to go their way. When they encounter somebody who is extremely different, very innovative, work hard, very focused, okay, it's intimidating because they, in their mind, they're thinking like, if you're like that, that means possibly you might have manipulated. You could be a masculine, feminine. They might have felt like you manipulated people in your past, but in our reality, okay, they weren't mentally prepared for you. And maybe a part of that could have been your fault. Even me, so myself, that could have been part of my fault. I probably chose somebody who wasn't mentally as strong for me on purpose. Okay, not to dominate, but just because I just wanted the easy way out. Meaning, I just wanted somebody to just be with because I didn't want to be alone type shit. But once you build your confidence and you know who you are as a person, and you have encountered so many different rebuttals, so many different adversities, so many different people who want to stop you from being successful, where you have to work extremely hard to get yourself where you need to be. Okay, you have to eventually become strong. You have to say, you know what, it's time to just stop playing. I'm not getting younger, I'm only getting older. Ain't nobody gonna get this done but me. And that's something that people cannot see about you. They're having a hard time understanding that you have nobody surrounding how you take care of your responsibilities, because you don't want to be stuck asking for help when you're so used to doing it yourself. You're not disabled or handicapped. You're not. You're not lazy. You can make this happen. You just got to create a plan. You got to stick to it. Right? Yeah. This is considered childish behavior. Okay? Where somebody don't want to defeat you. Somebody can't defeat you, so they bring punishment. A Scorpion energy. This is childish behavior. Because why you need a whooping? And then when you wisen up and you get balanced, they see that. They see that. They look into you and they make you struggle like you're a child. Every single time. They try to make you a child. But they always hope that you'll never see what they're doing. You see exactly what they're doing. You see exactly what they're doing. You're just not impressed. It's given like, if you want to impress me, show me something different that doesn't involve you trying to stop me from making my money. If you want to impress me, if you want me to see you as a boss, you want me to see you as sexy, you want me to see you in whatever way, whatever point you're trying to prove, if you want me to see that, show me something different besides this shit here. Okay? Because whatever you do, and I got that when I was a child, when my parents went and looked for the belt to whoop my ass or something, because I was actually wrong in something. Or I talk back. But when you have to, and I'm talking about when you have to, meaning, okay, when you become an adult, or when somebody don't make your food right, or you paid more for something, or your check just ain't right, what you gotta do? You can't call your mama, because guess what? Your mama or your daddy, because they're not guaranteed to be there for you forever. You have to learn how to stand on your own. This is somebody, okay, that can't understand that. Okay? They can't expect you. They're not obligated to be, unless that is your parent, okay? If that's your parent, do what you got to respect your elders. Got to respect your, but if this is somebody who's not your parent, then I'm not understanding. Okay? You were supposed to take care of your business regardless. All right? And if you don't want a situation where you feel like you're being controlled, maybe you need to stand on something. Okay? Yeah. Somebody is looking at something another way now. Okay? Maybe somebody was manipulating what was actually being done to you versus what they wanted from another person. It's kind of like, when you were young and you told your friend to ask your parents, can you go stay the night? That's what somebody was doing. Instead of asking their parent or doing something themselves that gives off maturity. Okay? They was trying to blame, somebody around you was trying to blame you for their actions when they should have been taking accountability. Okay? That's what I got out of that. Some sort of bishop. Trying to set your lawyer up to get you fired from your case. They're not doing that. Okay? Yeah. They feel like somebody's friends are a bad influence. Okay. All right. Or somebody just, it's really giving. It don't necessarily have to be the bishop that feels that way. Okay. It could be just in general. Okay. All right. On why something is not. Yeah, restaurant. Yeah, your child is protected from magic. Vampire helps people with societal norms and anxiety. Okay. Spiritual psychopath, not a killer, but don't push you. Alright. Trying to be sneaky or slick. Somebody who has a restaurant, okay, trying to cloak somebody's energy to attack someone's child, trying to be sneaky or slick, that's gonna backfire like hell. Okay, so they need to, meaning, okay, what you do to somebody else and they're not attacking you, what happened to you? Okay, so please, if you are attacking someone's child surrounding a situation, all right, I suggest that you be a good parent and not do that. Okay, because and I'm talking to the cross watchers, okay, who just keeps trying to plot and scheme. All right, save your child life and stop doing that. Okay, and I'm talking to somebody who's trying to attack my child. All right, if you want that type of time, save yourself, save your kids, save them. All right, and I'm not being a bitch about it. All right, but if somebody's attacking your child is protected from magic. All right, that doesn't mean try to cloak someone's energy to do something to somebody else's child. That's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, you a fake friend alert. All right, showing love to someone who doesn't deserve it. That's really what's given. This is surround somebody who got an adult film. Okay, impossible mad because she wants a baby with you, but she's a mean girl. Okay, your neighbors are watching you. Somebody around me or around you. Okay. Um, Trying to figure out a way to have a baby with somebody. Maybe they feel like maybe they in somebody. It don't necessarily have to be my neighbors, but it could be somebody neighbors. Okay, in the energy of what you gonna do about it. Okay. All right, we gotta stay away from my man. All right, the siblings is not gonna help somebody surrounding situation. Okay, yeah. They found out you were LBGTQ and thought you wanted them, but not. No. Okay. All right. You might have came out the closet and somebody thought you wanted them or somebody. This ain't for everybody, but somebody got the wrong impression about you. Okay. Somebody male cousin. Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna go any further about something. I don't want to argue over somebody else's baby daddy, and I'm not in energy to go there. Okay. I don't know what I would do, honestly. I may not do nothing. I might do something. I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. But it's one of them situations like somebody be trying to pursue your baby daddy or pursue your baby mama or pursue something, okay? It's really giving the energy that somebody wants somebody to act out. It could be outside energy trying to get somebody to act out surrounding their baby daddy or surrounding their baby mama, okay, to prove a point. That's what I got too. All right. They're trying to prove a point to somebody else surrounding something. And I'm gonna just nip it in the bud and say I saw that video. Okay, I saw that. I saw the whole conversation. All right. That's not what I'm up here to do. All right.